What is going on, everybody? Back on it. Vagabond 34, 35, 36, I think is where we're at. Yeah. School's been burnt down. Everybody's kind of on their like quest right now. Takezo and Tenchichiro are gonna go train for a year and meet back with this internal rivalry as the older brother and the leader of the school. I don't know if he's fully. I don't know. I got to see if Ueda actually tries to de-escalate the situation and say, like, Takezo didn't burn down the school and yada yada. But the bodyguard over here says he's dedicated his whole life to be the school assassin and he's going to take out. So you got the whole that going. In the last reaction, we ran into Taquan. Madahachi's old mother shows up. He's thinking about Otsu. There's a lot of moving parts, and everybody just happens to be in this town at the exact same time. I think it was pretty much confirmed that Madahachi knows that that's Takezo. It was said that he picked him up and took him and dropped him off. Because at first it was like, oh, is he just drunk going through things and he's emotional? He thinks that guy looks like Takezo, but he can't tell. But then when they say that he literally picked him up and dropped him off. I mean, he had time to confirm, like, holy shit, this is him. So what that's going to do for him and his mental is a whole nother thing. Got a lot of moving parts, but see what we got. Drag this over here. Boom. Come over here. Press play on that. Boom. Turn this off. Boom. Turn this down a little bit. Cool. All right. Chapter 34. Let's see what we got. He's just like me. The way of the sword. Pull this mic a little bit closer. Testing. Cool. The way of the sword is the only thing he thinks about. I'll head for Nara, and if I stop by every well-known school along the way, I'll have it. See, this is what I'm thinking. Like, is this just going to be a thing for like the next, I guess, year within the story? Like, is it just going to be this hunt, this like Team Rocket chasing us around type thing, or are we going to like eventually fight the dude and get rid of him, or is it going to just be this cat and mouse thing? And you see that like Takezo is starting to think of like Otsu. He's starting to think of the girl, and he even said like, "I'm supposed to be a warrior. I only care about the sword." He might see that there's other things he cares about. Like I made the comment like that's his Casca. So maybe it'll show him a different way. And this means I'll have plenty of opportunities to work on my swordsmanship. This may turn out to be fun after all. Yep, this is everybody right here. You guys can't see it all because it's double panel shot, but we got Takezo, the bodyguard, Otsu, Taquan, the kid that wants to be like Takezo, Tenchichiro, Madahachi, who's they're blaming the entire school burning down. And so he has to get out, by the way. He can't stay there. And the old woman. Departures is the name of the chapter. Alright, let's see what we got. So where are we going together? Stop following me. I ain't following you. You guys happen to be walking in front of me. I see. And they take off sprinting. The last like handful of chapters has been a little more comedic tones that you don't really see with him, Takezo. It's interesting. I ain't following you. You guys just happen to be walking in front of me. I see. And they just take off. Stop. Wait for me. Stop, master. Master, wait for me. He's just crying at the top of his lungs. You sure you want to leave him? Yeah, I have enough trouble of my own. He's better off without me. But why's Taquan leaving his ass? You know the responsibilities of watching over a kid? That could be considered an aspect of training in itself. But then the kid becomes a liability because I don't know if he knows it at the moment, but he's being hunted. And if they get the kid, if they can't get to you and they get their hands on the kid or they get their hands on Otsu, it's a lot. But maybe you're still not ready for something like that. Come to think of it, this reminds me of what you said to she wanted to go with. This is the flashback. I'm assuming she wanted to go with him, huh? Takezo, I already told Granny Hanadin that I wasn't going to have anything to do with her family. I can't stay in Miyamoto village anymore. I'm going with you. You'll get in my way of... he should have... so we're flashing back. Because I was curious how this departure went. You'll get in the way of my training. I've never heard of someone training with a woman by his side. I have enough trouble dealing with myself. That's what you said. That's what you said. You were trying to act so tough. Damn, monk. You trying to sweet talk me? Taquan, I need your advice. Oh, shit. Oh, it's you. I was wondering about the injured fellow I brought here. Oh, him? He said he was heading for Nara. He's a tough fellow, I mean, with injuries like that. An extraordinary man. Amazing, really. He's gonna be somebody someday. We grew up together. There's no reason I can't do what he's done. I said this in the beginning. I think he's got a maybe not tragic, but he's got a death coming up of whether it's cowardice or he feels cowardice, so then he feels he needs to go the extra mile to prove himself, trying to do something that he can't do. It's just not going to end up good for Matahachi. I think his life and his mental is just going to go downhill ever since that moment that he decided to leave. Here comes an official. Hey there. I'm a law-abiding citizen, sir. We know that. Here's a flyer of the guy who burned down the school. It's a good likeness. Put it up where a guest can see it. Yeah, he's got to leave. Nara it is, right? But what about Oko and Akimi? Burning down the school? Must have been out of his mind. Yes, well, then make sure you put it up. Yes, sir. Says he might be burned at the stake. He must have had some grudge against the school. Yeah. Are we ever going to get how that school burned down? I mean, they did have a bunch of candles. Any of that could have fallen over, but like, nobody inside up to this point of chapter 34 we know had anything to do with it. And his ass was passed out drunk and just woke up to the place in flames. And did he accidentally knock something over that we didn't see? Or maybe I didn't catch when he was drinking, or what? I don't know. Damn. Oh, here she is. What? You have to be kidding. If I hide a criminal, I'll be arrested too? Criminal? I thought you'd left us. Do you remember Takezo? You took us both in when we were 17. Takezo. How many? So it's been a couple of years. Miyamoto Musashi, the guy who's been the talk of the town, the one who took on the school. That's Takezo. What? He's alive? Oh! How long has it been when we were 17? I could have swore we had an age drop of like 19, 20 somewhere, so it's been a handful of years. So what, Akimi's in love with us and Otsu's in... Well, I don't know what's going on. Is it true? I see. You can't stop daydreaming of Otsu. So shameful. This is interesting. Like, they're really doing the comedic thing here. Like, they're putting a lot of comedic touches in here that we didn't have in like the first 30 chapters at all. So you think about her a lot? I think about her all the time. You become more human since I last saw you, Musashi. A human disgrace. Not only do I think about her, I miss her. Monks aren't distracted like this. How do you shake it off? I'm such a fool. Why am I asking him about this? I see. With the state you're in, even I could cut you down. Yeah, he's not. Yeah. If someone like me can cut you down, you'll die before you ever see Otsu again. He went from cold-hearted killer. It's like the, like I said, like this is his Casca. It also reminds me of like, that's his, oh god, what's her name? That's his Komugi. It's gonna slowly break him down, for better or for worse. What do you say? Let's have a little match. What are you talking about? Come on, let's go. Think you can take me? Cut it out. I'm not 17 anymore. I could kill you with this stick. Oh, by the way, about yeah, see, he's gonna just bring up her name, crack him in the head. Yeah. I'd love to see this animated. If this were a real match, you'd be dead. Yeah. That was... No, it was fair. In order to win, in order to survive, it was a valid move. And I fell for it. I'm so weak. Good thing it was a rotten stick. Good thing I was your opponent. Hey Musashi, wait. What's wrong with me? A mere 4 years of training just because I killed a bunch of scrubs at the school? Just because I survived a fight with Denchichiro, I've become arrogant. I'm such a fool, preoccupied with Otsu. What am I doing? Why not try to have both? Why not try to go find her a little bit, have her by your side, develop that, and train? Or maybe that's too... He's not going to be able to mentally cut her off 100%, so what are you going to do? I don't know. I'm a spineless bastard. He just... You fool, that water's freezing cold. You spineless bastard, get out of here. What did Matahachi tell the two women, by the way? Because Oko was right there, too. She could have... I don't know if he said, like, hey, Takezo's dead, we gotta run. But she was in seeing distance that she could have confirmed that. How dare you? Oko let me in. Oh, shit. Keeping you here would make me an enemy of the school. They're my precious customers. Don't you ever come back. Akemi, don't tell me you've been waiting for him all this time? Jeez. Takezo's still alive? Ever since Sekihara, those two have been nothing but bad luck. The time has come for us to leave Kyoto. I've been thrown out like a stray dog. Well, it looks like we're never coming back here again. Why did I ever leave Otsu? Oh my god. And see, this is what we... I'm assuming there's going to be a storyline with this here, with Akemi, right? I don't think you show her having these feelings for Takezo, for her and her mother to just, alright, well, we're leaving. We're not going to have association with them again, and then just leave, and we see them again in like 300 chapters or never again. We've got some gross love, not even triangle, like love square going on. Akemi, let's draw the square out here. This is corner number 1. Akemi wants Takezo. Takezo wants Otsu. Otsu, we don't know what she would do if she saw the two, so she's stuck in the middle between. And then Matahachi over here wants Otsu. He wants Otsu. I don't know what Otsu wants. It's a mess. Why did I ever leave Otsu? Why didn't I just go back to her? And I can't bear to face Takezo. And I can't bear to face Takezo, not like this. Otsu, mother, uncle gone. Are you all doing... Just go back home, bro. Just go home. Where should I go now? I want to go back to Miyamoto Village. Just go, man. Hey, hold on, Granny. It's finally happened. We have a criminal in the Haunted family. An unpardonable offense against our ancestors. The only thing left for me to do is... Wait a minute, Granny. This could be a mistake. What do you mean? By that Uncle Gone a mistake? Well, I don't know, but... Do you think that Matahachi would ever try to burn down that famous school? I mean, he'd have to be pretty gutsy to do something like that. Don't take it the wrong way, but yeah, he's a coward. No, you're right. He wouldn't do it. I should know I'm his mother. Why is Matahachi the only suspect? Why isn't the man, the guy who said to have taken the school all by himself, isn't he a suspect? That man called Miyamoto Musashi? Of Miyamoto Village? Another reading of the character for Musashi? To get... Of course, they're just magically able to put that together. Oh my god. Get this old woman away from us. Otsu's distracting you, and she's not even here. Maybe it wouldn't have made a difference if she... Yeah, if she's on your mind. But at least here, though, she's not in danger physically around him. I mean, she could be in danger wherever she is, but it's just on his mental. Are you in love with her? I'm devoted to the way of the sword. Oh, Lord. The more one tries to look away, the more one gets preoccupied. Once your heart is preoccupied, your sword will not be true. Quan, what the hell do you know of it? Then you will die. Like just now, you froze up when I mentioned Otsu. You carry everything right here. Preoccupied with a single leaf. You won't see the tree. Preoccupied with a single tree, you'll miss the entire forest. Don't be preoccupied with a single spot. See everything in its... Is he supposed to be our Yoda? What's this man's purpose? I have a feeling he'll die at some point, and that'll really flip a switch. That is what it means to truly see? To see everything effortlessly? I'm digressing. You wanted to talk about Otsu. I've had enough. Besides, she's Matahachi's fiance. Matahachi left her. They're finished. Otsu, she's with the... Oh yeah, she's got sold off by some... As some, like, worker. Some maid. Man and woman, you won't be able to ignore your feelings forever. And you call yourself a monk? You can't defy nature. The more you look away, the more you'll be drawn in. I need some Taquan backstory. I guess we're just never going to find out, like, what happened in those little bitty years where he's like, you know, life is precious type thing. Just right back to it. Well, Musashi, this is where we go our separate ways. I'm going to pay the Yaga a visit. Care to join me, or will you follow your own path? What do I want him to do? Because this is clearly going to be a lingering plot point of him thinking about Otsu. So do we just want to kind of nip it now and just go see her and, like, is it real, is it not, and, like, get that storyline over with? Or do we want to have him split? Just so he's going to run into her at some point, whether he does it now or we go the long about route and then it's going to happen. So I think I'd rather him go now, but I don't think he will. But him going now would be good too, because a bunch of people are heading to Nara looking for him. So if he just goes now and delays, no one says, oh, I haven't seen this guy in Nara. He's like, dang, he didn't show up. And then, I don't know. I don't know. A sub-temple located on the grounds of Kofukuji Temple in Nara is renowned for the ferocious spear technique practiced by its monks. I guess he didn't join, huh? Back when I was 17, everyone shunned me. People called me demon. But as a swordsman, I was completely devoted. I was stronger back then. But now I'm preoccupied with Otsu. These wicked thoughts, they're distracting me from the way of the sword. Wicked thoughts. Are you suggesting that Otsu's wicked? No, it's just that my thoughts about her are. Your thoughts aren't wicked. They're perfectly natural feelings. You think feelings go against the way of the warrior. But they only get twisted and bent out of shape when you repress them and try to keep them contained. Musashi, you are the man who drives himself to all manner of extremes in pursuit of the way of the sword. You are also the man who dreams of Otsu and agonizes himself over it. And the man who pulls pranks on me, that is also Musashi. All those men are aspects of yourself. They're all part of you. Be aware of yourself and accept yourself as you are. That is where your training should begin. And he didn't go with him. Otsu, I miss you. I want to hold you in my arms. Damn, he's starting to break down. Not even break down. He's just like, it's just regular human shit. But like he said, when he was 17, he was so cold, just devoted to it. And now, you know, women, what can you do? This music's great right now. I feel like it's really fitting him, like, trying to lock in right now, seeing his scars and shit. The thing is, like, can he even he's like, oh, Denchichiro, Sajuro. Can you even fully lock in on them mentally when she's on your mind? I will defeat you both, I swear of it. Oh shit, who's this? I will defeat them. The stronger, the better. Oh, I will defeat them. I need to find the strong opponents. The stronger, the better. Who's this random man? And I'll win no matter what. I'm going to become invincible. Oh shit, he said the thing. Oh, the kid. It just ain't right. Grown adults running away from a little kid like me. That is true. I agree. He just left his ass out there. You followed me all this way? Don't you have parents? Oh, hold on. You followed me all this way? Can you find your way back to your parents? Don't have parents. Well then, the owners of the tavern must be worried about you. He seemed like a good man. He told me, he's the one who told me to become your disciple. He wanted me to leave. He said, go and serve that samurai. I worked so hard for him too. I was just a nuisance to him, but I was just a nuisance to him. Dang, he did seem like a decent guy. Now I have no place to go, so I want to become strong. I have to be able to survive by myself without anyone's help. I have to, hey, you're both trying to become strong, so why not help him a little bit until he can fend for himself? But then you're going to become attached, so that's why I want to be your disciple. That's why I want to become a samurai. Is that so wrong? Master Miyamoto? Jotaro, there's this girl I'm in love with. Neither of us have homes to go to either. You just get it out. I've come to realize that she's my reason for living. Holy shit. What a 360, 180. Jotaro, let's become strong together. Yeah, might as well. Him sitting alone with his thoughts for a while is going to be a lot. So who knows if the kid will survive. We'll see. Let's go to the temple. I'm going to defeat their famous spear technique. It's so interesting parallels. I don't know which one was written first, but I feel like, and they're written in different ways, but like, you know, this is his Isidro. That's his Casca. Can't believe that old man just tossed him out to the side like that too. This is probably the best panel, I think, of the entire thing. But the way he just dropped it, he's like, hey, by the way, I'm in love with her, so yeah. But the thing is, like, he doesn't have an image of Takezo in his head. Like, Isidro has this, like if Isidro heard him say something like that, he'd freak out. But the kid doesn't have... He hasn't been on the road defeating these monsters with him. Ooh, then the point of him turning around and be like, hey, by the way, I know I'm supposed to be like rock hard all the time, but I love this girl. If that was Isidro, he'd be like, Guts, what are you talking about? You don't mean that, right? Like, get up, do something about it. So there's a long way, a lot of developing things here. I feel like I said, you know, it's going to be a Team Rocket thing, like us being chased around by all these people that are trying to look for us, hunt us down. And then I feel like Taquan is just like our Professor Oak, or your like natural rival that randomly shows up at points of you playing your Pokemon series to like check up on you and see how you're doing. What's your current status? All right, they check up with you like 3 gyms later, just randomly run into. So I'm sure we're gonna randomly run into him. I mean, we'll run into him a lot. But it's some decent stuff, so we'll see. Appreciate it, everybody. Like, share, favorite, subscribe, and as always,